Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Julie of Julie's Plans. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the Wordsworth Horizontal Undated Planner. The team over at Wordsworth Planners reached out to me and asked if I would like to take a look at this planner and review it with you guys. So of course, I absolutely love reviewing planners. I love sharing my sort of take on things. So I was really appreciative that they wanted to hear what I had to say about this and share it with you guys. First things first, I recently reviewed a planner that seemed very similar to this. So I brought it down here with me so that we could take a look. And that is the Clever Fox planner. They're both A5 size, I believe. There are a lot of similar things to them, so I might be referencing. That way you can kind of make a choice for yourself as to which one might be the better choice for you, but the focus will be on the Wordsworth planner. So first things first, a little bit of information. These actually are available on Amazon, which I find to be super convenient and amazing. If you're a Prime member, you know that you could get it like in 5 minutes. So on the Amazon website, I pulled up a little bit more information, and it does claim to be a vegan leather on the outside. This one is black. I saw a variety of colors, but I think some of them are just their notebooks and not the planners. So I'm not sure how many colors the actual planner comes in. And the price point that I pulled up as of just a few minutes ago from starting to film was $14.99, which I also thought was very, very affordable, especially if you just need something really basic. You don't need personalization and you just need a good size to toss in your bag, and you're not needing a $75 to $200 planner, because those do exist, even some that are more expensive. So for $14.99, I think that this is pretty good. On the outside, well, let's start with the packaging. The packaging might not be a big deal to a lot of people. It's really not for me when you're talking about a $14.99 planner, to be quite honest. It doesn't matter. All I care about is that the actual planner gets here in one piece, and I think there's something in here. I think when I opened it, I folded it up because I was in the process of pretty much mangling this box to bits because I really don't need it. But anyway, so it gives you a little bit of information about the planner, a little thank you note, their promise to you. This does come with a guarantee. If you're not happy with it, you can contact them and they will gladly replace it with no questions asked. I do believe that's pretty awesome, even for a $14.99 planner. The box is kind of flimsy, but again, not that big of a deal for something that's not that expensive. I do like the silver foiling on it. That is pretty cool. All right, so there is the packaging. They sent me a non-dated monthly and weekly horizontal overview. It does come with like almost similar packaging to the Clever Fox planner with this sort of wrap information going on around it. And I'm just gonna take that off. Now, the one thing that I did notice in trying to find information about this planner is that I couldn't find the weight of the paper. All it said was quality, no bleed through paper. So at first glance, it looks a lot like the same paper as the Clever Fox. It is super bright white, which again, I'm not totally used to because the EC paper is a little bit off-white when you look at them in comparison. So just to flip through is starting off, in case lost, please return to. That's pretty cool. And then you get a little bit of how to use your planner. I like that it's actually in the planner, which is something different than a lot of other planner companies. They sort of just include it as sort of a piece of paper or a card and not necessarily to keep inside the planner. So I really like this. It can stay with you. It's kind of a nice reminder if you lose your way down your planner path. Very nice. And then we've got some travel planning. I think this is really cool. This is a year for me. Well, I will be traveling, maybe not this much. This is quite a bit. This kind of leads me to believe that this might be geared more towards a business type of thing. It's got the time zones. That's pretty awesome. So you got that right here. It has the time zones going down on the left or on the bottom, depending on how you want to look at it. I guess it's meant to go this way, left or right, right or left. That's pretty cool. And then goals overview, be stubborn about your goals and flexible about your methods. I like that, very nice. Okay, So here you have a goals map, which is similar to like a mind map type of thing. But then over here you have a vision board, which is also really cool. I feel like vision boards have really become a thing. I try them and they don't always turn out very nice. So here you have some goal setting pages for you. It has like a target date. You could name your goal, target date, purpose, action, and it has multiple spaces for multiple goals. Excuse me. Actually, let me go back. So this has personal. Okay, so these two are personal. And this is family, friends, and relationships. Professional. I don't want to keep pulling in the Clever Fox one, but I feel like there's a vision board, there's goals. It's just mapped out differently. So this one is mapped out more like a vertical, and everything is kind of going horizontally on this one. Okay, very cool. Let's see, now we get into the monthly. You have a dot grid blank page and then a monthly, along with a quote. And you've got your monthly goals, professional, personal, and family relationships. And then you get into your undated month view. That's really cool. Now I want to look over here. Okay, so in the Clever Fox, the months just kind of keep going. You don't have the goal setting in there, which is interesting. I'm not a fan of all the months being together and all the weeks being together, but we'll see. So after the month view, you get this monthly After the month view, you get this monthly reflection section, along with a review of last month for your top 5 accomplishments and what I wanted to get done but didn't and why. So again, this is very just goal focused. I really, really do like that. Monthly goals again. I think, okay, so now it goes into the months. I really like that. The goals are sort of intertwined with the monthly layout, so they kind of always stay like fresh and in focus. I really do like that part, that it's kind of in there. So as you can see, it just keeps repeating through all of the months. Where are the weeks? Let's see. I literally just took this out of the box and then came down here to film. Where are the weeks? Let's see. So those are all grouped together. I'm thinking there's gonna be weeks all together. Again, not a fan of that. We're still on the months. Okay. So I'm thinking, okay, review of last month, weekly overview. So it is separate. So this is all of your months, along with your monthly goal setting and overview of your monthly goals. And it does have these 3 ribbons. I think I forgot to mention that. It does come with 3. Very much like the Clever Fox, it does have 3 as well. I like that these are neutral though. There's like a gray, a black, and a brown. I like that. Don't call it a dream, call it a plan. And this is your week. Let me look at the week on this one, because it's horizontal in the Clever Fox, but almost a similar, there's no habits. I like that there's habits on the weekly of the Clever Fox, and I don't really see a place for habits in the Wordsworth planner, but you do get a to-do list. I do like this. You can prioritize what needs to get done each day, and then you have like secondary priorities, which I think is really cool. And then this week's top focus, your top 3. So you can have a weekly top 3 and then maybe a daily top 3 and maybe your possibly top 3. That's really nice. Then you get a section for what you're grateful for and reflection for the week. That is nice, and it looks like every week goes along that way. And again, it's undated. That's pretty nice, pretty nice. I do notice that the Clever Fox, the print is almost like a dark gray. It's not quite as black as the Wordsworth. And again, I think that I kept saying in the Clever Fox video, like, oh my gosh, this paper is bright white, and you can really see it even up against this one with the Wordsworth. It's pretty bright white, but this is like very, very bright. I like this. This is a little bit more subtle, not so in your face. So let's see, we're gonna keep, I don't want to go through every single week. They're all the same. And then again, I couldn't find information about how many notes pages there are, but it does look similar to the Clever Fox. The Clever Fox has 60. They were very clear about that on their website. Let me see if I can find the beginning and maybe we can get a good, almost like a guesstimate of how many notes pages there are. But I'm thinking the Clever Fox had more notes pages. So there's how many you get in each one. They look kind of similar. The Clever Fox might have a few more, but you do get a substantial amount of dot grid notes pages, and I'm glad that it's dot, oh wait, spoke too soon. So this is all dot grid, and then they leave what looks like maybe 10-ish pages of just blank, which is okay. I don't really like blank. It leaves things a little too open for error, in my opinion. Yeah, okay, so in the back here, you do have this elastic that you can use to close the planner, and it does come with an elasticized pen loop. I like the feeling of this one a little bit better than the Clever Fox one, but I will say this, the Clever Fox one is significantly larger in my opinion. It looks like it can handle a much bulkier pen than the Wordsworth. So if you write with a larger pen, this might not work for you if you carry your pen with you. And I see inside it comes with stickers. Oh, I like these. So you get a few that are for meetings, deadlines, reminders, important, make it happen, noted, and today, study, and appointment. Those are nice. And I don't think, they don't feel too thick. They're thicker than your average sticker, but they're not horrible. This paper is thick enough. I feel like it can handle it. And then you get some symbols like arrows and little asterisk, a check mark, more arrows, a little, almost like a lined box, but it's so tiny, I'm not really sure what the heck you would write in that. Let me get this back on here. Okay, and then you get, these are more for like reflection, relationship goal, personal goal. I am grateful, put your heart into it. That's super nice. So this is like a sheet of like, almost like encouraging type of stickers. And then you have these that are for birthday, healthy eating, meditation, vacation, finance, shopping, night out. I do like that the colors are nice and neutral. They're not, you know, screaming bright pink and purple, but they're also not just plain black and white. So that is really nice. And I like that they are meant to fit perfectly in the back of this planner. Now, just like I did with the Clever Fox planner, I did grab some of my favorite pens and markers to pen test this paper and see if it stands up to some of my favorite pens, markers, and highlighters. So let me grab some of these. Okay, so of course it's all Team Black ink, and I'm just gonna go to the beginning of the dot grid sheets because I don't want the lines or anything that's on the layout to hide anything. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and then I will come back and show you what they look like on this paper. Okay, so as far as pens go, I tested just about everything you see in this pile to include one of the Erin Condren dual tip markers, and you can see how the paper took all of those, and let's take a look. So I think that this is pretty similar to the Clever Fox planner in that it withheld, you know, as far as like not ghosting or anything, or any kind of shadowing or bleed through on any of the typical pens and markers, to include the Tombow lettering pen. The only one that you see shadowing on is I actually grabbed a Pilot Ultra Fine permanent marker, and this is how permanent marker took to this paper, which is very, very impressive. Obviously, I wouldn't write directly in my planner on with a permanent marker, but I wanted to show you guys just how well this paper does, because I don't know the exact weight of it, but it's definitely thicker than your average planner paper, and you can see even further away. The only shadowing that you'll see is with the permanent marker, which is amazing. It's pretty awesome. So now on the next page, I'm just going to test a couple of colors of the Zebra mild liners. These are my favorite highlighters, so I'm just going to grab some of the darker colors and see how those show up. Okay, so I tried like that darker coral color, the blue and the brown, and I think it did really good. The only part that you can see maybe even the slightest bit of ghosting is where I stopped, and I pressed kind of hard, and you know, when you get towards the end, it almost like grabs a little bit more of the color there, but I think it did really, really good. So overall, I think this is a great planner. If you grab almost any sort of pen or marker by accident, you're not going to destroy your planner. It handles a lot of different inks really, really well. The only type of pen that I didn't get to try was ballpoint, and honestly, I can't even tell you if there's a ballpoint pen in my house because we don't use those. So okay, so that is my overview and review of the Wordsworth planner. Overall, if you're looking for something that's really, really basic that you just need to toss in your bag and that you don't want to get real fancy with it, I would recommend this for only $14.99. You really can't go wrong. This is definitely geared more towards like the kind of like a business person with a lot of business type of goals, but you can definitely make it your own and set your own personal goals, business goals, whatever, mix them all up. This is probably just like the Clever Fox, where I would probably recommend sticking to a lot of pen and highlighter. I don't think it leaves a lot of room to get mixed up with washi and stickers. Of course, you can put washi and stickers on any and every planner you choose, but because this is so goal-oriented and very just basic, I think that I would stick to pen and pencil. Not even pencil, I shouldn't even say that. I don't use pencil in my planners. Maybe this, for if I use this for work, I think it would be a great work planner. I might use pencil, but even in my own work planner that I currently use, I don't use pencil in it, but I would recommend this. I like the feel of it for it being vegan leather. I kind of prefer this outside than compared to this cover on the Clever Fox, which is kind of smooth, and it does feel very buttery, but I feel like it'll get marked up very easily over time. And I think sticking with a darker color with something like this would be really, really nice. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love for you to do so and be a part of my community here on YouTube. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.